Hi guys! So today I'm back with the elements. So first off I did fire signs. Now today's reading will be for the water signs. So anyone with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, whether it's your sun, moon, rising or your north node, then there could be a message and it might resonate with you, this reading. Like I say, I did the fire signs, but I've not been back on because my fingers have been really sore. I've lost quite a few nails. I've been doing some decorating in the house, so. But I've just put a plaster on, and these readings that I'm doing here, I've already pre-got the message, the card, sorry. So I did it for each element. I had to keep them in bundles aside until I felt okay to come and do it. But I'm decided I'm doing it anyway. But this reading today, guys, is about a connection and a contract that you've got in this lifetime with somebody, and what we're finding out is what is the purpose of the contract. So sometimes the purpose of a soul contract could be you come into union to be together as a relationship. Sometimes it can be a catalyst into your growth or expansion, whatever it is. But this is like a soulmate union, what I'm seeing for. So first off, we've got two of these cards, flashcards, what I made myself. So the first one is 555. Believe in magic, dream big, dreams come true. So before meeting this person or coming into this soul contract, you could be seeing the number 555. So the next one is 77, and this says intuition, gifts, cloud 9, the fog has gone. So this is like someone tapping into and connecting with that crown chakra and the third eye, as if like working through illusions, possible. Well, yeah, 555 as well. That's change. That's big changes. That's like spiritual. That's like higher realms. That's like higher intervention with when it comes to lessons, karmic lessons from the divine. So this could be as well 15-year cycle, a 14-year cycle. But it's like there's huge cycles coming out here. But the repetitive of the number 5 and then the number 7. Now the 5 could be connected to the 5th house, the sun energy. The 7 could be connected to Libra and Venus energy and your truth. Or we could say the 5 is connected to the throat and then the 7 is connected to the crown. Either way, so you and this person could have numbers 5 and 7 significantly in your numerology chart, or you could have very, very specific placements when it comes to the number 5 house and the number 7 house. Now, like I say, the number 5 house, 5th house is to do with that child energy, the inner child, childhood, creativity, the sun, talents and being on the stage, that kind of stuff. The number 7 is about our relationship, our twin flame, our soulmate, our connection in that gym. Like that number 7 is to do with the house of relationships, basically. So also them numbers as well, they could be your birthday. You could be born on them days, or you born in them months. That this person who is, this contract with could also be born with these numbers. But I feel like before this contract comes, this is as if like there's a huge transformation. This is like as if there's a death and rebirth. Now it could be on one side or both sides. Someone's been working through possibly a lot of illusions when it comes to relationships and connections, and it's as if like they're coming out of that illusion, seeing things for what it is, seeing the truth of things, actually seeing their own truth, loving on themselves. But there's like huge changes there. So that's the 2 numbers. So we've got 2 spirit animal cards, the butterfly and rebirth, and then we've got the lion with the higher calling. Now we're doing the water, I forgot what I was doing, I was saying we're doing the fire, we're doing the water elements, but one of you could be a water sign, and then the other person could be a fire sign, or a Leo. And it said Leo with the number 5 there as well. But also, someone could be the year of the tiger as well in the Chinese mythology. But this connection comes in place, well, I don't know yet, but no. I don't know if both of yous or just one of yous have been through something major when it comes to the transformation. But this transformation that comes, now I don't know if it's whether you meet this person and they're like this catalyst into a death and rebirth, or you don't meet this person until you've got into this death and rebirth because there's a higher calling. It's like you both go through something, yeah, like huge transformation. Yeah, well, that was just confirmed that. So a huge transformation, because it's as if like once this clouded fog and your intuition's like been heightened, it's as if you've got this sense of direction, and you've got a higher calling. There's something calling you somewhere or drawing you to a place, because like we've got this 555, that could also be something to do with change. That could be a change in location, changing in your job, changing in your friend. That could be so many different areas of your life which is changing. But this is like divinely guided change because of lessons that I've learned. Like I say, illusions have gone. There's a higher purpose for this contract to come into play. Like I say, we've got this Scorpio death and rebirth, and then we've got this fire higher calling. Now there's a feminine and a masculine within the Lion card, so it's like union of a divine masculine and divine feminine after a huge transformation and quite a lot of changes within possibly both lives. Now one of yous, you could both be mirroring each other, because this could be a twin flame, I don't know, but one of yous could be going through illusions and like significant things when it comes to a relationship and connections, whereas the other one could be going through something to do with the career and how they express themselves and how they create stability for themselves. So one could be doing more of a work based lessons, I don't know, and then the other one might be doing more of relationships and partnerships and maybe family and friends in general, whereas the other one one of you might already have really close connections with family and stuff, possibly, with a 7 and 7, that's the 14, which is a balance. Yeah, so this could, one of you so this could be the why you're meeting as well. I've just realised maybe one of the people in this soul contract, whether it's you or this other person, has gone through a lot of betrayal when it comes to relationships and letdowns, a lot of illusions, a lot of false people who didn't have the best interest for you. So I feel like that was the lessons being learnt with that one. And then the other one, I feel like the other person, they have been, they are in quite a very close family, friend group, supportive, but they've been working hard, I think, when it comes to work. Maybe they don't even have a rest when it comes to this, because they've got this higher call and this higher knowing. They've been possibly focusing more on the 3D working elements, and possibly the other person's been more focused on trying to create a family life, a home life, children, just having a relationship in general, possibly, and that might have not gone to plan. I feel like when you come into this contract, to this union, I feel like the person who's kind of, been let down quite a lot, it's as if like they're going to feel safe and feel okay to to be vulnerable in this connection, but also believing in themselves and believing in the magic. And I think this person, well, I think you both do it to each other. I feel like you both inspire each other in the opposite ways. So if one person has never felt safe in love and stuff like that, they're just going to feel so safe. And say if the other person has, say if there's a person who hasn't done so well with the career path possibly, or they've not gone for the dreams that they wanted because they was focused on other things, this other person will inspire them to do that also, to go after the dreams and goals. Trust, codependency. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now, so when I said about one of you was, right, I feel like I know what this is. I've got goosebumps everywhere. The one who's been working hard on the work and the goals, the dreams, the career path, and that's the person. I think this connection, this union that's coming into place now, guys, is, I feel like for the person who works a lot, who's creating the wealth and, you know, the stability, they're the ones. I don't feel like they've had this relationship, or they might have had relationship, but they might not have worked out because maybe they put priorities within the work. They're addicted to working. They're addicted to creating the stability and stuff. Now, this person, when this union comes into play, the one who's had the bad relationships is going to be learning to have trust in this and faith that it, you know, so that they can work past the phase and whatever else has happened in their life, because they've gone through this rebirth and this butterfly. Or this could be a meeting when you're going through that. Now, the person who's addicted to working and stability, maybe their transformation comes when you're coming to uni as well, because possibly this person's going to realise how, I feel like you're going to activate and trigger each other into realising that you can trust again in love and relationships. And this is like, because I feel like, because you've worked through a lot of illusions and the intuition's heightened now and stuff like that, I feel like things are being shown to you, what's happened in the past and where certain things went wrong, and how maybe it was because you didn't love yourself beforehand, and then obviously you've had to prioritise yourself and really start to love on yourself and, you know, show yourself that love. And I feel like the other person wants meeting you and how much they trust you, and I feel like it's just amazing. Like I've got goosebumps everywhere, and I feel like this union comes into place for you both to be able to transform and to get into that divine purpose. Because I feel like one of the people is working too much and overworking and not actually taking care of themselves in that way, because if they're not slowing down or even seeing somebody or recognizing, maybe that's what went wrong in the past. Maybe they didn't even see the person that they was with in a relationship because they prioritized work, and that, if anything, that's neglecting your own self as well, because you're not actually getting to enjoy the things that are being brought to you in life from the divine. So I do feel like this is going to be a trigger in both areas. But I do think as well with both of you, it's going to be for the love and the career within both people, but in different ways. Now, the one who works quite a lot, maybe that's something that they've also got to realise, that they don't have to do all the working. It's an equal give and take. You know, they might have it in their head that they're the one who's supposed to go out and work and do such thing, and they want to be that that carer, that support, that the go-getter kind of thing. Now that's also that tiger energy as well, that lion energy, the one who wants to go out and work and bring the stability. Now, and that butterfly, that social butterfly, that being free and very independent person, who doesn't count on anybody, who can do it for themselves. I feel like that could also be a trigger for the other person, for them to realise as well how they don't have to be so hyper, what's the word now? Hyperactive, like in a way, like hyper supportive, or it's like hyper independent kind of thing. It's like they want to be in control of quite a lot of different things, and I feel like this connection brings that huge change into both of each other's lives and brings that balance back into all areas basically. So we've got the trust and the codependence there. Got speaker and environmentalist. Your life purpose involves your skills of orientation, which is speaking out. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture and teach people about the nature and the animals. Now, the speaker, which could go with that number 5 as well, that voice, because I do feel like this number 5 and this number 7 is very significant. Now, I do think one of yous, I've got the earth angel as well. And that's the person who I think is I feel like one of yous who's been very grounded and really working structured on material world. And I feel like it's as if like we've got this spirit realm and this earth realm joining forces together. That's how I see this. It's like one of you is a very intuitive, one of you is a very psychic, get a lot of messages, see the synchronicities, are really connected to the higher self with the guides. Then the other person is more connected to the earth and the ground and structure, routine, that kind of stuff, very disciplined when it comes to that kind of stuff, and you know, always on the go. But I feel like when this connection comes into place and this emerges, I feel like the emerging of them both together activates something, and it's as if like the one who's very intuitive possibly becomes more grounded and is able to ground their energy a lot more, and maybe that's how they can download more stuff from source and the divine and the guides and things like that. And it's like the one who's already working and grounding and stuff like that, I feel like they get this activation of trusting and connecting to the higher selves more and slowing down that bit more. But I feel like this connection as well, I feel like it's very good when it comes to communicating. You get each other, you make each other feel grounded. It's like if you've had connections in the past where you've not been able to speak freely, and maybe your voice did close up possibly, and that's when your intuition went, you know, in these things that happened, I feel like that vulnerability and that being able to communicate certain things, that's also another situation that you've not been able to do in the past, and that's why I've got this trust. It's like this situation is calling you to have faith, like to trust and have faith. And I feel like that's where you get to freely speak. Now, as well, this person as well, I feel like it's like this person encourages you to believe in yourself. Now, say if you did want to be some kind of speaker, some kind of motivation speaker, or a singer or anything like that, I feel like when this union comes, I feel like you mirror just certain traits, but you see in each other, which then you realise, especially the person who's very intuitive anyway, who's connected to the higher self, understands this mirror that it's being shown, and then trusts in their own self and their own voice and whatever they're speaking about, because possibly that might have been something that's got lost in the past. Now, because I said the number 5 with that Leo energy and that creativity, that being on the stage, and well, this makes sense. So it's like there's a dream, there's a goal, there's something that you was good at, and I feel like this person helps you tap back into that, or go back to that childlike you, possibly. We've got stargazing, temptation, and the magical gateway. Do you see what I mean? I swear, I feel like this is the one who's, right, the stargazing is the one who's the very psychic one. Like I was saying, the one who's connected to the moon, to the intuition, the water person, which we do in the water one. So, but also you could both have water in your chart. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you both could be, but one of you might not be tapped into it as much. But whoever's been very connected with their intuition and the higher selves, I feel like that's like number 7, and that's who's had to go through these illusions and things like that. It's as if like this is how you meet this person, because you start to use your gifts, connect to your higher self, call in, manifest whatever it is that you want in, loving on yourself, put yourself as a priority. Now, this temptation, this is about unhealthy habits that person has. Now, but what it's saying for this is, have you got the power to overcome a certain temptation, whatever it is that, you know, what makes you feel guilty, like subconsciously. Now, this could be this person who's overworking. There could be a deeper reason why this person works as hard as they do. Now, it could be something from the childhood. It could be a fear in having nothing because they grew up with nothing, I don't know. Or it could be something completely different, what they don't want to face. And possibly when they meet you, like I say, because you're going to mirror certain things, and whatever you've possibly been through in relationships, that could also mirror something back to this person, which they're trying to avoid. And when you come into union, they can't avoid this. Because it's as if like, when you come into this connection, you both walk through this gateway, and you trust like this unknown journey, but you're in it together, and you don't look back. So I do feel like one of you have gone through a transformation, but I don't think the other one has. Now, take it how it resonates. You could have both have, like I say, or you could go through another transformation when you connect, because we do go through quite a few different rebirths. And I do feel like when you meet, the purpose of meeting is there's something that has to be looked at, what is being avoided. And it might be something that's where that fog was, and it was like the illusion was possibly one of you or both of you, but you could have put some kind of, you could have created an illusion about a certain scenario because you didn't want it to be a different way possibly. But you do trust in this unknown adventure, and it's like the rewards that come from this and this connection, this union, it transforms both of your lives. And I feel like it transforms your life so much, it brings balance back, because I said the 7th house, which is Libra, that the scales, we could say, it's like it's balancing out both of you. And I feel like it's a really balanced connection, this, where it activates someone's intuition and it activates somebody's throat chakra, and it's like this healthy, balanced connection, relationship for a higher calling, a higher purpose. Now, if you are meant to be somebody who is supporting the environment and you know certain things, now this is where these downloads could come from when it comes to the intuition, and then you're using the power of the voice to speak or to help or to teach these teachings when it comes to about the earth and the animals and nature and how it works. Now, this union could activate whatever that is, and that's when the downloads, the codes could come through. It's like there's a higher purpose here, there's a higher calling for this connection, and you're about to step through this magical gateway. But once you both have gone through a transformation, or another transformation possibly. I feel like this one's longer than the fire signs reading. I feel like there's more cards for some reason. I don't know why. Now we've got coffin, the number 19, and the number 18, and the child. So we've got repeated numbers here. 1 and 9 is repeating. We've got 5 repeating. We've got 7 repeating. This, yeah, I think before you meet in this uni, you've already gone through a death and rebirth with this coffin. Now, this could be a death and rebirth with oneself and like an old way of being. Now, when you go through the next transformation, the next transformation that you go through, I feel like it could be, like I said, with that number 5 and that childhood, I feel like this could be connecting with that inner child again and going back to something that was forgotten, or there's something going on where you get to become this young child again, back to that child. And I feel like you do kind of meet when you're going through a transformation, but then again with the number 1 and 9 again, it's that ending, that new beginnings. I feel like that's what's happening again when you then get into this connection. Now you could be born on the number 19, you could be born on the 19th, sorry, or the 18th, or the number 9 day, or the months, you know, take it out, it resonates. The number 1 day, the first day, sorry. Or the first of the month. Now this could be for either one of yous. Now you could have physically have lost somebody in, you know, real life and grieving quite a lot, and that's when this person comes in when you're at this lower vibration, and they're the ones who spark this believing the magic, like your dreams can come true. They spark something in you for this higher calling, this higher purpose. So you physically could lose someone, or you could have lost somebody when you was younger as a child, and maybe you didn't face some kind of whatever happened back then. And I said that you might have ignored certain things with this illusion, working through these illusions and whatever it is that you created in your mind. Now this person could be somebody, and this isn't for everybody, but I feel like I need to say it, but now my voice is going so it is a message for somebody, I don't know who, but this person you might meet this person, and that might trigger something from your childhood where you did lose somebody and you didn't face that loss, and you have to go and face that face on. But this person's going to be a supportive person for you. Now the 7 is that truth, isn't it? And it's like, and the 5 is the childhood. So maybe they do make you face something from your childhood. Not make you, but I feel like they mirror something to you. They activate something, they make you see something. Something in them shows you something from your childhood that has to be released for you to transform and go into this higher purpose. God, this is a powerful contract, this, guys. I feel like it's like a lot. This is very significant, this contract. Whether this is a relationship, a family member, a friendship, just a person who is new into your life, but this person is a major catalyst in growth for both of you. I feel like you're both a major catalyst, but I do feel like the water person in this reading is the one who's going through the most transformations. And I feel like the other person could be an earth angel. It's as if they've come out of nowhere, divinely guided for this transformation. Number 15, appreciation. Now it's the number 6 energy, that. But as well with the 555, I just realised that's 15, which is the number 6. So there's 6 and 6 now. So we've got 6 and 6, 7 and 7, 7 and 7, 1, 9 and 1. So we could say we've got 6, 6, 7, 7, 1, 1, 9 and 9. Now, these numbers could be very significant in your birth charts, in your astrology chart, but also your numerology chart as well. And that's also why you come into meeting, because it triggers an ending of a certain places of your life and starts a brand new cycle. Now, appreciation as well. I feel like this is the connection as well. Number 37, we've got another 1 again. Now we've got 1, 1. Why did I say 1, 1 a minute ago? When there were 2 1s? What's the actual? I don't know why I said that. But now we have got 1 and 1. We've got 9, 9. We haven't even got 9, 9. What am I about? It was 19, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. So we've got 1 and 1. Right, yeah. We've got 5, 5, 5, which is a 6 and 6. We've got 6, 6, 7, 7, 1, 1. And this is the 3rd chakra archangel, Camuel. Now this is the solar plexus, which is like that Leo energy as well. This is all to do with someone's creativity, well, both of the people's creativity. I feel like one minute, I'm just turning these over. Angel of Love, number 49, and then we've got number 31, Daughter Value. Now these could be ages as well, guys. 51, 37. Did I say 31? Did I say 31 or 51? Well, I have got 31 as well, but I feel like I didn't say it. 51, 31, 49, 37. These could be ages, or these could be someone's birthdays, someone's day and month, you know, life path number. This is 4 and 4, so we've got synchronized numbers, haven't we? 4, 4, 6, 6. Can't believe it, honestly. So we've got 1 and 1, 4 and 4, 1 and 1, 4 and 4, 6 and 6, 7 and 7, and then 6 and 9. This is absolutely so balanced, it's unbelievable. This connection, this person, this union, I didn't even realise how long I've been on for right now. God, this has gone well over. But this connection, right, is so supportive. This is an angel. I believe that this is divinely guided. This is like somebody who comes in when needed, basically, for support, appreciation. This person's going to really appreciate and see the beauty within you. And I feel like that's also going to also activate something that you also see your own beauty. But as well, it's like this daughter value. It's as if like this connection, it brings in a lot of stability, a lot of wealth. I feel like you both attribute certain things, but as well, now if one person was lacking appreciation to themselves and their own self-worth, the self-love, that's going to be activated, which I feel like is going to be the one who's been working quite a lot. It's like they get to then slow down. They're going to be able to see their own beauty. I feel like they're going to start appreciating themselves a lot more on what they've achieved. And then the other person who's, you know, been working and stuff, I feel like they activate the other person's creativity and to go after the goals and the dreams and the hopes and the wishes. And it's like, this is divinely guided. There's like angels like who are directing this union into place. But it's very balanced. It's very balanced. Like I say, this is about someone. This contract is to do with a balanced relationship and connection and support from somebody else, and so yeah, supporting each other and encouraging each other to do your best and be your best person who you're supposed to be. Plus there's a higher calling, so I do believe it is to do these animals and the earth, and there's something that is going to be created. But it's stability as well. It's creating someone's stability, someone's wealth and legacy. But at the same time, it's about love and trusting, and both trusting in each other, and you know, it's a mutual give and take, this. But that's the reading for today, guys. So like I say, the numbers that you could be seeing before this union, or you did see, or is a connection, is the 555 and the 7 and 7. And it's like believe in the magic, dream big, think big, because the dreams are coming true. So it's like this union, this connection, it creates your dream reality and your dream future. And also taps you in to your gifts and your intuition on a higher level, vice versa. So yeah, lots of love, guys. I hope this resonates with someone. If it does, please let me know. And if you could like and subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate that. And the energy exchange is given, and you always gain more messages and readings to come. So lots of love, guys. Bye for now.